Hello and welcome to this review, my review of the Fenix LD05 or Lima Delta 05, whatever you want to call it. This is a Penlight because, well, it's shaped a little bit like a pen, isn't it? It's basically Fenix's first slimline pen torch. It's extremely lightweight. It uses two AAA batteries, which I shall demonstrate here. There we go. It's got just these cheapo Duracell ProCell alkalines in. If you are a rich bugger, I would certainly recommend some Sanyo Any loops. I'll show you what they look like. They look like these. The Sanyo Any loops. They are incredible. Don't get me wrong. They are, well, these ones are Japanese. They know how to make stuff. 1900 milliamps, 1.2 volt minimum, and they are just incredible. Yes, you pay a premium for them. They are quite expensive, but they come pre-charged, and I think you can charge them up about 300 times or something ridiculous, and every time you do, well, they can last a long time, and even when you've charged them so many times, they still retain about 80 to 90% of their original factory charge, which is just phenomenal. But anyway, I've gone cheapo with this, and it's up to you really with flashlights. If you're spending a lot of money, I'll give you another example. Hold on to your butts. Spending a lot of money on a really expensive tank of a torch, this Prometheus killer right here, it's up to you. I'd want to spend as much money as I possibly could on batteries. Now, in these, I've got, in this TK45, I've got these Sanyo Any loops, XXX, or whatever they're called, and they're a whopping 2450 milliamps. And yes, you get less charge, probably about half the amount of charges, but they're so much more powerful. But anyway, it's up to you. Spend a lot. If you're going to spend, I'd say if you're going to spend, well, £30 or more on a torch or flashlight, you want to be looking at getting some very decent lithium-ion rechargeable batteries rather than your standard alkaline ones. But anyway, that's another video. Go check out my battery video. I must be bonkers to have done one of them, but either way, that I do have a video on that is coming out in the future. Anyway, so this uses two AAA batteries, and I'm doing this review on the fly, by the way, but there we go. So it just screws here, and it's got this seal. It's now you wouldn't think it, but yeah, this is waterproof to the IPX8 standard. What's IPX8 standard? Look it up. Essentially, I think you can take this down a few meters. I wouldn't go scuba diving with it, but you can take it down a couple of meters. So if you dropped it in a swimming pool, or if you dropped it in a puddle, or if you used it in heavy rain, it will be fine. It will survive. Now, it's a stainless steel head, tail, and pocket clip. So it's all stainless steel, and it gives it like kind of a smart appearance. The LED in there, it uses a Cree XPE R2 LED for outstanding brightness and long run times. When you push the tail cap, this is how you activate the flashlight. You literally, do you know the cameras? I've got one right here. Look at that. This is my camera. You know the camera, when you slightly press it down, it focuses, and then you fully press it and it takes a picture as you point and shoot. Similar to this, you push it all the way and it switches on, and you slightly push it and that changes the mode. There we go. And speaking of modes, it has 3. It has 3 modes. It's got your low, say low. Your low lumens is 4 lumens, which I believe is that one. It's quite low. Sorry for the flickering. Oh crikey. That's 4 lumens, and with 2 AAAs that'll last you 23 hours, depending on your type of battery. Then you've got a medium, which is 32 lumens, and that can last you 5 hours. And then you've got your turbo or high mode of 100 lumens for 1.5 hours. So 2 AAAs, 100 lumens. That's not too bad, you know. That's not too bad. Anyway, I'll just go on about the length. The length is 149.5 millimeters, and the diameter is 14 millimeters. It's got this stainless steel aluminium with a hard anodized anti-abrasive finish. As I say, it's waterproof, ultra clear glass lens with anti-reflective coating, and your push button tail switch. Okay. So it's on, and then you can push it for the modes. You can't push it on and then it'll just go on and you have to hold it, you let it go. Alright, now next part of my video you'll see me use this outside at a range of roughly approximately 10 meters, and I'll always do a comparison with my Fenix huge D-cell mag light. So off I go. So here I am outside. This is a mag light at about 10 meters. Hopefully you can see that. Doesn't really give that much of a luminescence. And here we have the LD05. It's at about 10 meters. That's low, and then that's turbo. It's or high. It's got the low, high, and medium settings. But I think you'll agree that the high, from a range of 10 meters, it's very, very bright. Very bright. So, off I go, back inside. Welcome back. Now, wasn't that fun? With this flashlight, I don't know, I think it's the usage, well, I'd say it's for like an electrician maybe, because it's on and it stays on, and you can, well, anyway, I think this wouldn't look out of place in a toolbox either, or in your shirt pocket. It's a little bit heavy for that. It depends how big your pockets are, I suppose, but yeah, it's a little bit heavy for that, but it's a great flashlight just to have by your side or on your person. Sure, it doesn't look as durable as the big LD12s or 22s, or you know, the even larger ones, but believe me, it's got all the functions and features of well, it's definitely got all the features in terms of the materials used as the other flashlights, so you won't be let down. It's a Fenix. They, you know, you do pay a bit of a premium, but they're top of their game at the moment for value, I would say. And speaking of value, one of these would set you back about £38. Don't know whether this is much of a limited edition now, because I don't think you can really get them anymore. So you'd have to question the validity of this review. But either way, I've had problems trying to find one now that's in stock. It was their first one. Maybe they've got an LD Super 05 in the works, I don't know, but maybe they've got an upgrade. But have a look. They may well be releasing a new one. I haven't heard any news, but you might be more successful. So that's the cost of one of these. That's kind of like the usages. It's a great flashlight if you don't want to spend the extra. I think would be about £6 or £7 or so for the extra, you know, for the 2 AA LD22 or something like that. Because like I say, it does offer 100 lumens, and it's very slimline form factor. Something to have in your travel bag or you know, your work bag or whatnot. Anyway, that's my review. If you have enjoyed this, don't forget to comment on my Facebook and Twitter pages, or send me a private message, rate and subscribe. Thank you very much for joining me. Thanks for watching. Take care.